me see if I can get this to work. Is this working? Hello, my darlings. It's old Mrs Doubtwater. It's been a long time, hasn't it? I've got stories to tell you, but first, you probably didn't recognise me because I've got a nice new hat on. Do you like my hat? Because I've been away, dear. Wait till I bring you... you're awful far away from me. Let me bring you a bit closer to old Mrs Doubtwater so we can talk personal one-to-one and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll take my hat off right now. Mess up my beautiful hair. So, what an adventure I have got for yous. A true story adventure. True story. You'll never get over it. You'll never believe it. I'm actually quite famous, you see. Over the past few weeks I've been quite famous here. And oh, Mrs McGraw's not very happy, you know, because oh, Mrs Doubtwater's in the limelight, dear. In the limelight. So I'm getting interviews from all sorts of beautiful people. It's really good. It's fantastic. So, let me tell you a story. I was going to Australia not that long ago. You know, for a little holiday, because I had a look in some brochures, dear, and see the Australian men that are on the beach playing that volleyball and stuff like that. I was going to see kangaroos and things, you know, but the young strapping men on the beach that do that volleyball. Well, Mrs Doubtwater was going there for a holiday because, you know, you've got to treat yourself now and again and get away and stuff like that. So I was on this lovely boat with quite a few people, and guess what happened? It sank. I'll just get straight to the point. It sank, so it did, dear. Right under it went. We were like Titanic. We were like Jack and that other girl. Anyway, old Mrs Doubtwater was floating about the water, kind of like that Kate Winslet one, you know. And this lovely young man, wait till I tell you about him. His name is Julio. Exotic, isn't it, dear? Wait till I fix my hair there. Let me fix my hair and everything. I get my petals right and everything like that. I talk about Julio. So Julio was hanging on to my little bit of wood I was lying on in the river. Well, it wasn't a river, it was the sea. It was the Pacific Ocean, actually, dear. It was Pacific. So he was hanging on, you know, to this little board I was on. But I wasn't like Kate Winslet. I didn't let him go under, dear. I saved him. I saved Julio. I wouldn't let that young man go under, no chance. I was keeping him. I wasn't putting him under the water, dear. Not like that anyway, not like that. So we get washed up onto this beautiful, beautiful island. And I've got some things I've brought from the island that I'm going to show you. I'm going to do some of that asthma that little blueberry does and stuff like that. I'll do some of that for you because, you know, I'm branching out into other things, dear. I'm branching. So there I was, stranded on this island. All that survived was me, Julio, 4 crates of rum, and a couple of suitcases that had just clothes and knickknacks and stuff like that. You know, because you had to browse. I wasn't being nosy, but under these circumstances, you've got to browse through people's belongings, you know. So it was a terrible, terrible thing, but there we were on this island, stranded, just the 2 of us. Oh, do you know, it felt a bit like Pirates of the Caribbean, only none of us were pirates. Julio, I'll tell you what he looks like. He's kind of like Tarzan. See the film Tarzan? That's what he was like. So our clothes were soaked right through, so we knew we had to get out our clothes immediately. That was essential. That was essential that the 2 of us done that. Got out the clothes straight away. We got out the clothes. You know, he had drowned a back of a palm tree, but I could still see, dear. I could. My eyes. I'll never be able to get that vision out of my head, you know. So anyway, he was hiding behind this tree getting changed, but old Mrs Doubtwater could still peek round and have a wee look. You know, you've got curiosity, dear, curiosity. So, a fine figure of a man, Julio, fine figure. So, I kind of fashioned myself a nice new bikini out of, there was palm leaves, dear, there was palm leaves, and there was some seashells and stuff. And I fashioned a nice little bikini out of all of that stuff. And I felt quite at one with the island, you could say. You know, exotic. I was exotic. That's what I was, exotic. Going about my nice... Julio went down the whole banana hammock. He went down that route, which I wasn't objecting to. I was not objecting to that at all. I was quite happy, you know, that he was embracing the island, embracing the island life that we had together. Oh, what we had together, oh dear. It was... So, anyway, see, after a few days, I started to lose weight, dear. I've lost a bit of weight, you know, because all we had really was fish and coconuts and stuff like that. Oh, feathers up my nose. Oh, everywhere's feathers. You know, so I kind of lost some weight and stuff, and I was kind of helping Julio build a hut for us. He was a handy man, you know. He was, big broad shoulders on him, big broad shoulders. And he was fashioning this nice little hut so that the two of us could snuggle in at night. Well, when I say snuggle, I wanted to snuggle. He said he didn't like snuggling much, but I told him I watched that Bear Grylls. And that's something that you've got to do when you're stranded. I've seen it. Bear Grylls tells you've got to snuggle in. And I know it was an exotic island and it was roasting hot, but you still got to snuggle in at night, you know, it's essential. Bear Grylls says, look it up, dear, Google it. Look it up, it's true. So anyway, see, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I'd lost so much weight, my goodness, that my bikini was just falling off me. You know, but see, like a few days in, you know, as I said, we were kind of one with the island and stuff like that. So I just went au naturel. You know, Mrs Doubtwater is not embarrassed of anything whatsoever. Even though I'm not a fan of shaving, dear, no. All of these ladies and gents nowadays, manscaping and womanscaping, that's not what Mrs Doubtwater's about. I like a bit of hair, I'll be honest. You know, it's lovely. I think it's a lovely thing to be seen. So I just walked about. I'm sure Julio was pretending he wasn't looking at me, but I know he was like, I was catching his eye. I mean, let's be honest, I would catch any man's eye, you know, on a desert island. Oh, so anyway, we were on there a few days, and Julio said we must keep a fire going, just like that film Pirates of the Caribbean. Got to keep a fire going in case any ships go by, you know, and then they'll see the fire from miles. But you know, I actually kept tripping up, you know, with buckets of water and accidentally, you know, putting the fire out. Julio wasn't happy about that, but I told him it was an accident. I mean, it happened 4 times in the one day. I actually put the fire out, but it was a total, I was trying to keep him there. I wasn't trying to keep him there at all. Anyway, so I kept putting the fire out so we could keep building a fire in a different location, but that was okay because I like to watch him doing that, you know. And I think he liked me watching him, actually. I think he kind of, I know that he, you know, kind of shunned me a few times and that, but I know he was playing hard to get, dear. I mean, who wouldn't want Old Mrs Doubtwater? Especially when I was au naturel and stuff like that. So this went on, and you know how well Mrs Old Doubtwater can swim? Oh my, I can swim like a fish. I swim 100 lengths a day, that's true. I'm sure Blueberry's talked about that on her live streaming things. Over 100 laps a day I do. So I'm a right good swimmer. I can swim very, very good. But there was something about that island that, although it was like knee length in the water, I actually felt as if I was drowning sometimes, you know. And I had to shout, Julio, I'm drowning, Julio. Like that. A few times that happened, actually. I need to come and need to scoop me up and rescue me out of the sea. Oh, it was magical. It was absolutely magical. It was like paradise. I don't know if he was fed up. He had to give me the kiss of life a few times, dear. A few times he had to give me the kiss of life. But he said I was kind of jagging him with my moustache, but I know he was enjoying that, actually. He enjoyed the giving Old Mrs Doubtwater the kiss of life. You know, so anyway, I want to show you a few props I actually brought home with me. I'll show you the most tasty one. Look at this, dear. It's a glass of rum. Just for the purpose of this video. That's all. Just the purpose of this video. It still gives you a kick. So it does. Even all the way over here. Anyway, I'm going to show you the things I got, and then I'll tell you about the rescue and stuff like that. I actually made this while I was there. Look at this. See? This is what you call receipts, because I hear everybody online saying you must have receipts for things. You know, when you're talking, people are saying, where's your receipt on that? Well, Mrs Doubtwater comes with receipts. With receipts. So, look, a beautiful chain that I've made. Of course, I've got my pearls on today. I put my pearls on and my feather boa because I knew I was going to be talking to you, and it was a while, so I made an effort. Dear voice, I made an effort. Put my hat now. Anyway, get away with myself again. Look, so I made that. And then I found a little jar, and look what Mrs Doubtwater made. Look at this. Isn't this good? Look. That's kind of like the size of the seashell I used for my bikini top there. You know, it didn't cover much. It was like a Dorito bikini, but only it was seashells. You know, it was like... Oh, but, you know, I felt perfectly at ease and went with the island, just like Hulu. And, oh, it has banana hammock. So look at this. I don't know what this is, dear, but I ended up pulling it out my knickers. It was jagging me. I don't know what it is, dear. I don't know. But I thought I'd keep it. So I've got it in here. Look at that. I've got it in this jar. You know, I wanted to bring this, but a little bit of the island home with me, so I did, yeah, that's what I did. And the rum, of course, I've got to bring the rum. We brought some rum home. Well, anyway, after a wee while on the island, a ship did go by and actually spotted the fire. I wasn't up early enough, you know, to accidentally trip up and put the fire out. So we get saved. It was a cruise liner, and they took us ashore. They took us onto the boat, and were questioning us. Julio was crying. So he was crying. I was crying as well. I was weeping, but Julio was crying and excited and happy, which I found strange. And he said it was the worst time of his life he had. Worst time. I think he was just saying that though, because let's face it, you know, he's not going to be telling everybody how good old Mrs Doubtwater is, because they'll all want me. The butcher's already been at my door 5 times today with flowers and everything. I'm getting romanced. All the guys are after Mrs Doubtwater now, because they've done a little interview and asked us all about the island and stuff. So I was telling them all about it, you know, and about the, you know, my fashion. And see, I'm good with my hands. I told you all that. If you ever needed anything, Mrs Doubtwater was good with her hands. So I made, you know, the bikini top and stuff like that, you know, and I told the press that. So they were all excited, and Julio was crying. He was, and he was kissing people's feet. I've never seen anything like it. He was acting, of course, dear. He wanted to stay there with me, you know. So anyway, dears, that's what's been happening with Mrs Doubtwater, and that's how I've not been on for a while. Look at all the feathers floating about. It's like mystical and tropical, maybe even. So there you go, dear. That's how I haven't been on for a while. And I just wanted to check in with yous all and see that yous are all doing good and everything like that. And see how little Blueberry is, because we had a bit of a falling out in Croatia, but that was a while ago, you know. That was all over the waiter and stuff. She wasn't happy that I kept calling the waiter up to the hotel room, you know, for repairs and stuff like that. But, you know, and there wasn't even really anything needing done. But, you know, I felt as if we needed some kind of room service. I really did in Croatia, that's what. So that's how we had a little bit of a tiff. But we're all right now, So, anyway, dears, I'll try not to leave it as long next time. And I'll be back to tell you all about it again and see if we've got any other interviews. And all these gentlemen call us, dears. It's going to keep me busy. You know, you like to be busy, so I'll be busy. I'll probably be busy. So have a wonderful, wonderful day, and Old Mrs Doubtwater will see you again next time. Bye, my darlings.